Kling Mahākālī Mahālakshmi Mahāsarasvatī Swaha. Namaste. Welcome to the introduction to the Siddhalakṣmīstotram. Now, what is Siddhalakṣmīstotram? It's a wish-fulfilling prayer. A stotra is a prayer. And Siddhalakṣmī is a very, very powerful goddess. Let's take a look at her qualities. She's the wrathful aspect of the Divine Mother. She's not going to take it anymore, and you're on her list. She is the combined power of Mahālakshmi, Mahākālī, and Mahāsarasvatī, holding various weapons, as you saw in the intro. And they're intended to destroy evil, so don't be evil. She removes karmic afflictions, helps us attain material and spiritual progress. And she's known as an ugra-devatā, very fierce deity. And initiation is required to chant her mantras. What initiation? Siddha mantra. Now, if you don't have Siddha mantra initiation, it's not advisable to try to chant this Mahālakshmi or Siddhalakṣmīstotram. But you can hear it without any problems. So the best thing is to hear as we explain each slokam, each different part of the ritual. And then at the climax of the series, we're going to do a fire ceremony. We're going to take this fire jagna pit and fill it up with special wood, special herbal wood, mango wood and other different fragrant types of wood. And then we're going to set fire to it and pour ghee as we chant the mantras, and also sprinkle different medicinal herbs and flowers, fruits, milk, and so many nice offerings, honey, so many things. So this is a very powerful ritual, and it should be done on Fridays. So after we introduce all the shlokams and their meaning, then you'll be able to follow along and understand the meaning of each chant. That's very important. You shouldn't just hear these shlokas or watch these rituals without knowing the meaning. So the origin of Siddhalakṣmīstotram is a conversation between Viṣṇu and Īśvara, Shiva, recounted in the Brahmāṇḍa Purāṇa. And the benefits of it is that it removes all types of misery. And it really works. People, you have to try this. It bestows prosperity and wealth of different kinds, not only material, also spiritual. But even if you want children or whatever you want, you can ask for it. It removes malignant or chronic diseases, and it grants spiritual progress, peace of mind, and happiness, actually progress in any area of life. All bad karmas will vanish in time if you recite it with devotion. That's the key. This Siddhalakṣmīstotram is ultimately meant to cultivate devotion. To who? To Tripura, Ambal, the goddess, Shakti, the Mahashakti. So, by this means, because she is the reality, she is consciousness, she is the material manifestation, she is basically everything, except the basic unconditioned awareness, that's Shiva. So, this kind of activity, you might think, oh, this is just a ritual, it's just religious, or it's traditional. it's part of the Tamil culture and so on like this. No, no. This is magic. And the way it works is that sound vibration is the creative force. How is the material manifestation created in the first place? From the syllable aum. Aum is the creative root. And then there's so many mantras branching off from aum. But all of the Vedic mantras begin and end with the pranava, aumkara, aum. And if you haven't heard our explanation already, the Mundaka Upanishad explains how to chant it. That there are 3 transcendental letters, A, U, and And each one is given 2 full beats, which is very unusual in Sanskrit. Mostly the long vowels get 1 beat, and the short vowels get half a beat. Like the Sanskrit alphabet. A, I, U, Ri, A, I, Ao, O, Okay, they all get either half a beat or 1 beat. But Aum, each letter gets 2 beats, and they're all separate. Well, they merge into each other, yes. But it is not pronounced Om. That will not give the desired result, because for one thing, it's lacking the nasal termination. And we went over that in the other series that we're doing concurrently on Tripura Rahasya. Where there it's revealed that if you don't give the nasal termination, the mantra is not sealed, and any benefits you get from it are only temporary. So, you must have the nasal termination. And the 2 letters A and U should be distinct. Aum. And the way this is chanted, in many cases, which I like myself because it's very musical, is Aum, Aum, like that. So, depending on the key and the range and so on, the prayers are usually chanted on the 5th note. So if we use D, for example, D is a good key for men. D. So the prayers should be chanted on the 5th note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it begins. Just like the introduction that you heard at the beginning of this series. Now, where were we? Oh yeah, we were talking about the benefits. You see, the benefits of chanting these mantras, which are deeply in tune with the sound vibration used to create the universe in the first place, is that you borrow a little bit of the creative energy or creative power from the god and the goddess. Okay? The impetus or the intention to create comes from Shiva. But the actual manifestation of the energy is the goddess alone. The Shakti. That's what Shakti means, is energy. So Shiva is the energetic and Shakti is the energy. Actually, they're non-different. They are one being with 2 forms. And even Shiva's form is actually Shakti, because he does not intrinsically have a form. He's just pure, objectless, absolute awareness, unlimited, boundaryless, infinite. So she's the one who creates the different distinctions between this and that, now and then, here and there, up and down, in and out. She is Maya. So these are a natural consequence of the existence of Shiva. Just like I use the example of a boat going through the water, it naturally creates a wake. So in the same way, Shiva, wherever he goes, or wherever he is, he naturally manifests a creation. And the only exception to that is when he goes into complete self-absorption at the end of the creation. And then Shiva and Shakti merge into one. Nothing happens for a long, long time. And then again, the material world is manifested. So, the Siddhalakṣmīstotram is in 7 parts. The first part is the obeisances to Lord Gaṇeśa. And we use a nice shlokam that has 16 names, important names of Lord Gaṇeśa. And these 16 names are important because they are correlated with the 16 principal Shaktis of Mahashakti. And that's followed by the phala Shruti. Phala means fruit. Shruti means hearing. So it's hearing the result, the fruit of this worship of Ganapati or Ganesh. That's followed by the Vini-yoga, the particulars and the intent of worship. For example, it gives the name of the deities that are worshipped. It gives the name of the author, which in this case is Hiranyagarbha or Brahma. And it gives the different mantras that are the energy, the potency, and the key to getting the result from these mantras. And then there are 3 sections called Niassa. The Rishadi Niassa, the Kara Niassa, and the Hridayi Sadanga Niassa. So Niassa means placing. So what happens in the Niassa sections is that the energy of the different deities is placed in different parts of the body. This is to protect the body, because while doing the sacrifice, while doing the prayer, you want to be protected from any outside negative influences. And it's also a tribute, the Kara, to the 6 protector Shaktis. And then finally, the Hridayadi Sadanga Niassa protects the heart and the limbs. Sadanga means 6 limbs. The 4 limbs, regular limbs, and the head and the mind. So finally we get to the Dhyanam. The Dhyanam section is a meditation on the goddess. It's a very beautiful, ecstatic prayer, and that describes her in detail. And finally, the stotram itself, 16 shlokas, no accident there either, correlated with the 16 principal Shaktis, including another phala Shruti, giving the results of the whole mantra, the whole prayer. So these are the sections of Siddhalakṣmīstotram, and we're going to go over each of these sections in detail, run you by the chanting of the Sanskrit, and then give the meaning and explaining the meaning in detail so that it's not a surprise when we do the actual ceremony. You can follow along and understand what's going on. You know, like you're at a baseball game or a football game and the hawkers come down the aisle, get your program, can't tell the players without the program. So we're going to give the program, explaining the whole ceremony. Then we're going to actually do the ceremony on a Friday right around the full moon. So it should be pretty high energy, pretty cool. And if you just watch this series, okay, my promise is you, in the Vini Yoga section, the idea is you take a vow. You take a wish. I will manifest X. Okay? Whatever it is. Now, it's best if you wish to manifest something that helps with your spiritual advancement. That will get her attention right away. You may have to wait for other things, but if you ask for something that's going to help you spiritually, like understanding Sanskrit prayers, or having the ability to chant nicely, or having insight into the philosophy of monism, or actually Advaita, not oneness, and not two-ness either. Advaita, that means we're not keeping score. The differences are irrelevant. But what we know is that everything is consciousness. Everything is only an appearance in Brahman. This is Shiva's dream. So we can be part of the dream, and we can become a dreamer too, and actually control kind of what happens. So this is the mercy of the goddess. And if we take this with humility and very seriously, this is part of karma yoga. Doing these little rituals, it's not really much. You should see what they do in the temples here. My God, it's so elaborate. But this is just a quick little ritual, takes 15 or 20 minutes. But the results are unparalleled and unprecedented in my experience. So please watch the rest of the series and hear this wonderful prayer that can grant all desires up to and including liberation. Aum Tat Sat. Aum Harihi Aum.